So I want to achieve something this month before the month ends. I know. We only have about 13 days left before the month ends, which is why I'm making this plan to help me achieve my goals for this month. To be honest, I want my planning to, you know, challenge me to go through my to-do list and achieve my goal for this month. And there is nothing God cannot do. In His strength, He will renew my weakness. Yes, I don't know if that makes sense, but that is it. So this is my first time using Notion. I'll be making use of Notion to plan my things. And if this is your first time using Notion as well, then stay tuned and let's do this together. So first of all, this is the Notion app. So these are the things I've actually gone through before. So my first overall goal. So far so good. I think this planning has been easy, like easy to use, because after writing my August goals, I was able to even color it, like, to spice it up. And now I'm changing the layout. I'm trying to see what I can use. But I want something more than this actually. So let me try and change the search. Let's see what this one brings. So far so good. This has been nice. So the thing is that these are my goals that I actually want to achieve. Yes, like I want to finish the story of Nehemiah. I've been wanting to, and I think I've been procrastinating enough. I want to cover about 3 chapters. I'm editing my story, and I feel as if I've not been taking it very seriously. I've been taking it seriously, but since I have like other things to do, I've not really been, be writing much. So, what was finish up this prayer out of the 13 days of this month. The special prayer is actually 100 and something days. And since I'll also be going to my sister's house this month, I might not be able to pray the way I would want to if I was in my house. And then go on solo date. This has been on my mind for a very long time right now. So I feel like I should go on a solo date, specifically to the park. But hopefully I do that. And then publish my story on a new platform. This is something that I actually want to achieve. I want to ensure that I actually publish my story on a new platform. And then read a new novel. Yes, I actually want to read a new novel. It has to be suspense or thriller because I've actually missed reading. Actually, I'm reading a book right now titled Victor, and I think it's a bit of suspense. It's a medical thriller, and then finish learning the difference between sensation and perception. I only know the basis between this. Sensation are things that you perceive in the environment through your sense organs. Now, perception is the interpretation of what you sense in your brain. Yes, this is the diary of a CEO. I believe that watching the diary of a CEO is something that will, expand your mind and the way you think. So about this one, I have started. I'm reading Psalm 27, and I've known it to. I think verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 4. Yes, verse 4. Now I'm on verse 5, and I have to read to verse 6. So write 3 prayer journals. This one, I've never tried prayer journal before, but I want to challenge myself to start it. So if I'm going to start it this month, I am trying to do it at least 3 times this month, and then gain 50 more followers and subscribers. Yes, that's my goal. Now, since I'm done with my goals, I believe that the next thing I have to do is to go to my weekly to-do list, because if I only have like 2 weeks left in this month, and it's not even up to 2 weeks because we have 13 days left. This is 9. So first of all, we have to create a new page. So I'll go ahead and start adding my weekly to-do list. First of all, let me title this as to-do list. So before I actually start writing all these things in my Notion, I decided to first of all write down my to-do list here inside this particular book. In each day, I input it and then wrote down the thing that I want to achieve. Yeah, so I'm actually done. I'm so excited. I'm super duper excited to actually do this because, to be honest, I thought it was going to be harder than I thought. So since I'm done with you know writing down these things that will guide me into achieving my goals for this month, I am getting to the budgeting.
Yes, so these are my weekly to-do monthly budget. So I'm not going to write anything about income or anything. I'll just
When I first opened this application and I opened it, it was easy and direct to use. I think that's what I saw here, easy and direct to use. So, and I one thing I also like about this is that it's you can add images to boost your energy. If you're saying things that are visually telling you of how you want to achieve your goals, it gives you this mindset that yes, this is the visual context that I actually want to achieve. So that's by the way. Now let's briefly talk about why planning is very efficient and important even as a child of God. Even as a child of God, it is essential that we plan what we want to achieve because our Heavenly Father is disciplined and He does not want us as children to be less disciplined. One of the thing about planning is that planning helps you to be more efficient. So planning helps you to clarify your objectives and your aim, like what I just did, by putting my goals into my weekly to-do list. And planning also helps you to achieve your goals, like breaking the things that I want to achieve in this month into a weekly to-do list. Another thing about planning that I really like is that it helps you to prioritize your goals. For example, or the things that you want to do in a day. For example, aside all my to-do list, there are still other things I will have to do in the house, or maybe things that I want to do personally. Aside all these things, but if I'm so carried away with my other activities, then it's possible for me to forget the things that I want to achieve this month. So by applying and putting this thing in a monthly or weekly to-do list, it will really help me to prioritize these things over my every other things in the house. Planning also helps you to reduce uncertainty. Like for example, you're like you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, and stuff like that. But if you plan some things, like I just did by inputting things into my weekly to-do list, you are less likely to be confused or uncertain of what you want to do. Some people will even go to the extent of allocating time, specific time for each to-do list, but I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not doing that. I know that I have to like you know give each time, but I'm not being so specific about time. The most important thing for me to do is to ensure that I actually do these things that I've listed. Planning also helps you to boost your productivity. Yes, I for one, when I get a lot of things done or when I'm so productive during the day, the sense of relief I have when I'm going to bed is so like unmatched. Like I feel so as if I have fulfilled a particular thing for the day. But imagine going to bed knowing fully well that you've not completed some tasks that you know you should have completed during the day. How would you feel? You'll be feeling unachieved. I don't know. You'll be feeling as if you've not done anything productive for that day, and that's the same thing applicable to me. But since we are doing this and since we are putting some things into plan and into our to-do list, we are likely to overcome all these things, and then at the end of the day we have this sense of relief that we've done something for the day and it's productive. And most importantly, planning also helps you to learn. Okay, for example, this is my first time using Notion, and to be honest, this is something I wouldn't have known or I wouldn't have learned about if not that I thought of actually planning or achieving my Hogwarts goals. I don't know if that makes any sense. So it's like learning something new, and it reduces stress if you plan and then go strictly by what you've planned. And then planning also prevent procrastination. Yes. For someone who procrastinates a lot or who is more like, oh, I'll do this till later, I know that planning will help you reduce your procrastination. So far, so good. This is basically all I have to tell you today. I showed you how to do some of these things. That is, if you don't know how to do it anyway. As this is my new, this is my first time also making use of Notion. This is basically what I've learned, and I know that the more I make use of it, the more I will learn about it. I hope this video really helped somebody, and if it really did help you, please subscribe, turn on your notification bell for my next video. Yes, and ensure that I subscribe and follow my other social media platform. Bye.